concept of personal branding was first introduced by Tom Peters back in 1997 in an article he did for Fast Company. It was called The Brand Called You. And it's the first time he talked about the need to be using the same concepts that companies use to brand themselves to become more successful as an individual and to guide your career. I started Reach back in 2001, so it's been almost a decade, and personal branding has changed considerably. The actual process you use hasn't changed at all. The most important step in the process is unearthing what makes you exceptional, knowing who you are. If you don't do that, the rest of the branding activities have no value for you. What has changed is Web 2.0. The introduction of social media, tools like Facebook and LinkedIn and all of the other sites that are out there, as well as blogs, have made it much easier for you to build your brand, especially on the World Wide Web, and to create a connection between what you're doing in the real world with what you're doing online. Personal branding is for anyone who wants to align who they are with what they do and how they do it. It helps you reach your goals because it helps you start to think about who you are and how you can use what makes you exceptional to reach those goals. It helps you identify who it is you need to know and who needs to know you so that you can reach those goals. And it helps you really define what is fulfilling for you and what is not, so that you can ensure that you're pursuing a path that's going to be exciting and energizing. Personal branding has become huge in the past few years, thanks in part to social media and Web 2.0 tools, and also to the fact that the economy is changing and people are realizing they need some kind of constant. They need something that's going to help them and guide their career for all 30, 40 years that they're going to be working. And it's really not your father's IBM. No longer do you work for the same company for 30 years. They manage your career for you. You retire with a pension somewhere warm. In the new world of work, you need to be on top of your game all the time. You're only as good as your last project. So you need some kind of constant, some thread of consistency that helps you to be successful. And what does that is your brand. Your brand is that constant. It's the foundation that helps you with security in a world that's becoming less and less secure. Personal branding is going to move more into video. We're going to see more and more people using video to convey their candidature. We're going to see more video bios, video resumes, and a lot more video in communicating your message. Now that bandwidth is not a problem, now that there are services like YouTube and so forth, it's become very easy to increase your visibility using video. What's great about video is you deliver a complete communication. A long time ago, we only had complete communications. We talked to each other one-on-one. Then came the telephone, and we lost body language. Then came email, which is a really poor form of communication because the only tool you have is words, right? Very hard to get your message across. Now we've gone full cycle and we're back to video, which is a great way to communicate using words, intonation, body language, so that people can get a complete message.